So to me, it's just not the day for me to criticize the coordinators per se. I do understand the criticism, especially...
Mayfield and Belov presents Camp Here and There. Episode 15, The Toilet of Reality.
Time, is... there are no clocks in here, are there?
The things that live in here must want us to lose track of time. Sorry. That was supposed to be a joke.
I really do need to report the time for the thing.
It's around 9:30.
Thank you, Salem.
How did you know that?
I just pay attention.
Wow.
The time is approximately 9:30 a.m. and the date is...
June 23rd?
June 23rd. I am, as per usual, Jedediah A.A. Martin, co-nurse at Camp Here and There. Today I am recording a session of conflict mediation between two very perceptive and opinionated co-workers of mine. This session is being held in the sanatorium because our usual location of the art cabin is occupied for children's activities, and Salem did not want to go to my office.
I don't want Sydney to hear us talking, all right? I feel like enough of an asshole as it is.
He listens to all of these sessions, you know.
What?
Yeah, that's why I'm supposed to record them.
Well, I can't talk about this knowing he'll hear it.
I mean, it's fine. I'll just toss the tape in the toilet and tell him it was an accident or something.
Well, but... that doesn't really feel right either.
I mean, if it's between that and not having the session at all, he would understand. It's for the sake of camp, cooperation, and all that.
Sorry, but doesn't Sydney know everything that goes on here anyway? Because of the smoke?
It doesn't really work like that. He can't just stand over the bonfire and sniff out any secret he wants. It's more like a shortcut to information which would already be technically accessible.
Sorry, I don't exactly want to be in here for very long. Can we talk about what we came here to talk about?
Right. Yes, sure. In accordance with the terms of my employment, I'm doing a mediation session. Yep.
Hey, wasn't all the goo gone yesterday?
Comes back quick, I guess.
Let's do some cleaning while we talk. Keep us occupied. Also, I did promise Lucille I would do it.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Sure. All right, you two. State your names and perspectives into the microphone.
My name is Marisol Yuchenko, and I'm very concerned about the Elephant Man. I love Salem, but I don't think her priorities are right. I'm worried by the fact that she called a whole emergency meeting yesterday just to advocate for keeping the kids in the dark, when we could be focusing the same energy on actually dealing with the problem.
My name is Salem de la Marnière, and while I agree that the Elephant Man is a problem, there's no need to involve the children. What, do we expect the kids to help us catch him? No, it's our responsibility to take care of these issues before the kids have to worry about them. They're here to have fun, for heaven's sake. Also, I'm sorry, Jedediah, but Sydney is out of control, and that deserves priority too. He has a long history of making his emotional instability the whole camp's problem, and the kids don't deserve to have to deal with that.
Right. Okay. Thank you, both.
I also love Marisol, but I cannot believe she's okay with Sydney telling the children how terribly alone he is every morning.
Hey, that's an exaggeration. He works hard to be cheerful for the kids.
Not hard enough, babe. Everyone in a 5-mile radius knows about his abandonment issues. Am I the only one who thinks the staff of a summer camp should focus on the campers?
Salem, I mean, with all due respect, you don't really talk to Sydney on a personal level. I do, and there is a lot that he works hard to keep to himself for the sake of the kids.
Exactly, and taking care of the Elephant Man is focusing on the campers. They're in danger, right? It's important for them to feel safe and happy, but when push comes to shove, I think we should focus on their physical safety.
Right. Well, I do agree with you on principle, but in this particular situation...
What makes this situation so different?
Well, I actually don't think that,
What has he done to endanger the kids? Listen, obviously, it's a problem that a random guy is running around taking stuff from us, but I don't think it's a problem we have to get the kids involved with, because he honestly doesn't seem interested in them. I mean, have any of the kids even actually seen him? Because their stories about him come off to me like the products of a kid's imagination.
Are you saying he's not real?
I'm saying that we're making a bunch of imaginative kids paranoid over something that isn't even their problem.
We can't know that. We can't know anything about him. We don't know what he wants or what he's capable of. It can't hurt for everyone to be prepared.
If this were a decently managed summer camp, the guy would have been carted off on day 2, and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
This camp is a toilet. Can we at least agree that Sydney's stream of consciousness is not the right way to deliver this information to the kids? We could all work together on some kind of official statement about the Elephant Man that is phrased in a non-scary way that we agree to tell the kids. Just letting Sydney say whatever comes to mind about this issue is a recipe for disaster, and it's already started having consequences.
Sydney has the most experience with the Elephant Man. He's qualified to talk about it.
Sydney tends to get very swept up in what he's feeling.
That is really rude.
It's just the kind of person he is.
So we shouldn't take him seriously when he says he's afraid?
So we shouldn't offer him a pulpit to preach from.
Okay, listen. I recognize my bias, but I also don't really like how you're talking about Sydney. At the same time, I don't think there's anything the Elephant Man can do to hurt anyone. Like, he's just a guy. Just one weird guy in a world of much bigger problems. I mean, what is the big deal? Marisol, you fought him and he just ran off. I mean, Lucille keeps a flamethrower. Yeah, it'd be nice if this guy was gone, but it would also be nice if the extortionist penguins were gone, and we don't hold council meetings over them.
Jedediah, listen. I respect you. You're one of the few people around here who usually uses his head.
Unlike Sydney?
That's not fair.
It's not fair the way you act like Sydney is some kind of, I don't know, some lunatic who can't be trusted to speak for himself.
I'm not trying to be mean, you guys. I'm not. I don't enjoy hurting Sydney's feelings, but he's an adult entrusted with the care of children. There are certain responsibilities that come with that, and he's just ignoring them.
I'm sorry. Nobody here cares about the kids like Sydney does. You can say that he's not acting right, but you can't say he doesn't try.
Okay, how about this? Sydney is trying to do what he thinks is right. He does not know what is right.
What's he doing wrong? Oversharing? If you think he's talking a little too much about how bad his mental state is, then doesn't that mean we should try harder to help him?
You like everyone, Marisol, and you want to give everyone a fair chance and fight on everyone's behalf. And I love that about you. But it doesn't always work. Sometimes you have to be honest with yourself that trying to help certain people in certain situations can make things worse for everyone.
And what about me?
Sorry?
I'm terrified by the way that man made me feel. What about my safety?
Of course that's important to me, but
What about Sydney's safety? Even if the kids are totally fine, we have camp personnel being actively stalked and harassed. And it seems like I'm the only one who cares about this at all. Nobody else seems to care or even see it as an emergency for us. And I'm just confused and kind of hurt because it feels kind of like people don't care about me. And I can only imagine Sydney feels that same way times 10. I'm sorry. I hate talking to you like this.
it's fine.
I just want people to care about this situation.
I care, all right? I care about Sydney. I want him to be safe, and I want you to be safe too.
I'm not trying to argue with either of you here, but I'm kind of confused because it seems like nobody is thinking about this the same way I am. Marisol, what makes you think he's any different than the other stuff that happens around here?
Because it feels different. Because I'm very scared, and Sydney is too. Shouldn't that be enough?
Well, I suppose, but everything takes nuance, and like at the context of the broader world and the patterns that have played out here over the past few years, I don't see anything that, like...
I think she has a point, actually. Even if this guy's not a threat, your well-being is important. You're right that I haven't devoted enough energy to that.
It's okay. It's good of you to be so focused on the kids. I can't be upset about that.
But I should focus on you, too.
It'd be nice, definitely.
I love you. I'm sorry.
I love you, too. You may have a point about Sydney, I understand, but let's handle that later, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Man, did you guys really need me for this?
We are pretty good at resolving stuff on our own.
I guess I just got a bit anxious. I wanted to make sure someone was there to keep this from becoming a real fight, just in case. Sorry if we wasted your time, Jedediah.
No, it's fine. Sydney likes that I do this, the mediation stuff, so it's good.
Listen, if you think there should be some kind of rules in place about what Sydney can and can't say to the kids, that's not unreasonable, but can you focus on dealing with the Elephant Man? Can you help get everyone else to focus on it too?
Yes, okay.
Okay. I think I'm going to call my one meeting in the next few days. And I'm going to tell Lucille that she needs to do something.
Yeah, I'll back you up, okay?
Thank you.
And I'm sorry that my actions got you in trouble yesterday, by the way.
It's all right. That wasn't really your fault. Thank you anyways, though. And I'm sorry for getting so mad at you.
It's all right, hon. I love you, all right?
I love you too.
Right. Well, that was a pretty successful one. Usually I have to do a lot more, actually mediating. Maybe you guys should ask for sessions more often.
I hope we don't have to.
Session adjourned?
I think so.
Yeah, it's good with me. Oh, Marisol, can you get the mop and the bucket? Gotta take this stuff back to the admin building.
I'll be right out, you two. Gonna get rid of this tape.
Right, good luck, I guess.
Right behind you, hon. Where is everyone?
Seems like something weird's going on out here.
Wish I was surprised. Sydney, I tried to defend you. Hope you would feel like I did a good job. Part of me wishes that you could hear it. Oh, it'd be manipulative to show you. Only causing trouble. But, I'll always try to defend you. Christ, yeah, I cannot show him this. I said I'd destroy it anyways. Whatever.
Today's episode was written by Blue Mayfield and Nicholas Belov. The part of Jedediah Martin was played by Nicholas Belov. The part of Salem de la Marniere was played by Crystal Lee. The part of Marisol Yuchenko was played by J.V. Hampton-VanSant. Camp Here and There is the sole intellectual property of its production company, Mayfield and Belov. All music composed by Will Wood, and produced by Jonathan Maisto. Sound editing by Blue Mayfield, Beetle Sprite, and Emily Sofko. Special thanks to our patrons, Sarkovist and River Attinger. For behind-the-scenes material, exclusive canonical content, interactive events, and early episode access, consider signing up for our Patreon at patreon.com/MayfieldandBelov. Our Discord server is a great place to meet like-minded fellows and discuss today's episode. Find the link at mayfieldandbelov.com. Lastly, if you'd like to support us, the best thing you can do is to spread the word about the show. Thank you for listening to Camp Here and There, and remember, poetry is only dangerous if you allow it to be.